Alrighty, what is up? Listen, everybody, okay, so context here. We are multi-streaming right now. So we are streaming to YouTube and to LinkedIn. That was a lot trying to get that to work. That took a minute. Oh, these weren't supposed to pop up yet. That was supposed to be a surprise. I will say real quick, if you are interested in chatting, I would suggest heading over to the YouTube. There's a major delay streaming to LinkedIn from OBS for whatever reason. It's about a minute right now, and I think it's just gonna get worse. So if you want to chat, if you want to have if you have just a simple question, you want to throw it up, I promise I'll answer it. But if you want to get like an actual chat kind of going, pop on over to the YouTube. You can find the link in my bio on my LinkedIn page. But what's up, everybody? Hopefully everybody's had a good week. Let's get a little something a little more like hype going here. Let me find it. Where's my, yeah, here we go. Yeah. All right. So welcome everybody. Hope everybody's having a great Friday evening. We got off to a little bit of late of a start because we were having some technical difficulties. So I appreciate you checking it out. And let's just hang out. Testing to see how long it takes to comment. You know, I actually have a really cool feature going right now, Jeff. Music's a little too hot. There we go. Uh-oh. Warning, the stream is something in the old OBS here. Let's see. Okay, so hopefully the stream doesn't look too duty. Not really sure what's going on there. Let me check it out on my phone here. Let's see what this looks like. Oh, it looks okay. Yeah, we're chilling. We're chilling. Let me, Sam, I'm pulling up YouTube right now. You should drop a chat in the YouTube. I'll show you a cool feature that I figured out how to do. This took some workaround. This one took some workaround. We are not doing it the best way. Maybe I'll try to build something. I bet I could do that. I bet I could totally build like a plugin for like YouTube to like. So basically what I wanted like a live chat, right? Like kind of like how you come on StreamYard where you can throw up the chat whenever someone asks a question. I wanted that for YouTube, but nothing exists. Like an actual like in OBS plugin. So I found a workaround and it'll have to work for right now. I also need to move OBS back over here. Yeah, it was awful trying to get all this set up and working, guys. It took a minute. All right. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the delay didn't seem that bad. I guess I'll comment. There we go. All right, when does it show up on here? Oh, this is for an old stream. Hang on. I got this. Nobody fret. Nobody fret. This is gonna be cool. Trust me. Okay. So we pop out here. We grab this. We paste it up here. Wait, why didn't that work? Hang on, I can just do this. Copy. Uh-oh. What about now? I mean, the delay's not bad, I will say. Okay, here, I gotta fix one thing. Nobody fret. Okay, so this one, how do I get rid of you? How do I close this? Okay, here, let's do this. There's some workarounds here. There's some workarounds, then we're gonna get into the bit. Redacted. There we go. Okay, here we go. So I do this right here, right? Ready? Oh, is it because it's locked? We? What's happening, man? Why can't I? Guys, this is not going as planned. This is supposed to be really cool. I literally texted Jordan. I was just like, the stream's looking hot, and we're pooping the bed right now. Pizza day? Ooh, have fun, Jeff. I'll see you later for the game stream, right? Okay, this isn't working. It's supposed to be working. This is really embarrassing. She's supposed to be popping up right now. Enjoy your pizza. Yeah, for real. Have a slice for me, bro. Get overlay you are. Okay. Okay, let's do that. Close window. There we go. That's what I wanted. Okay. Maybe I shouldn't have tried to cram all this into one stream, but we're cooking with grease. We got this. This is about to work in 3, 2. No, I'm just kidding. It's not gonna work that fast. Okay, let's just delete this. Oh wait, no. There we go. Yeah, we'll just delete it. Yes, delete. Okay, here we go. Then we add. Maybe if I bring this over here, this will be a little bit easier. There it is. That's why it wasn't working. Window capture, and then we do this one. We hit OK. Where did that go, though? Here. Too much is happening right now. I have too many windows open. Friday is for pizza. That's true, man. I need to check on LinkedIn real quick, make sure we don't have any comments. Okay, we're chilling. Let's bring OBS back up. This is really cringe. This is a work in progress stream. Anyway, how's everybody's week been? I know, the sick logo light behind me. There we go. I love that logo, man. You know what? We'll go ahead and do this bit, and then we'll figure this out real quick. So, want to give a quick shout out to Torque. If you're interested in being part of a really cool community, head over to torque.dev, find the Discord. You can find like a really cool build in public series that Taylor Destin is doing, just showing what he's doing to build the community there. It's great, man. And I'm not just saying that because Taylor is one of my good friends, and so is Jason and a lot of other people over there, but I genuinely love being a part of the community. So if you want a cool place to hang out, cool people to talk to, head on over to torque.dev. Also check them out on LinkedIn, YouTube, the whole thing. And if you want to see some video games later, come check out tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We will be live over there playing some video games. And then if you're curious to see all my shit, you can find me here. Obviously my YouTube, my LinkedIn, check out my GitHub too. I'm actively looking, so if you know anybody who's hiring, that's the spiel. And yeah, I'm gonna keep trying to fix this because it's driving me insane. Okay, screen capture, let's call it chat 2.0. Okay, 1 second. There we go. Let me do that. Okay, now watch this. Give me 1 second here. Give me 1 second. And then we do a color key. Okay. Custom color. We select our color. We do black. We hit OK. Close. And then we can just trim this down like so. And we'll leave it full width. Why not? And then we can put this center just like that. Actually, we'll just drop it down here. How about that? There we go. And then we copy this. Okay. And then we head over to here. Inception for a second. Bear with me. Bear with me. Remove. That's a yes on that. And then we paste this right there. out of the Inception. Okay, now I can show the cool stuff. Here we go. Okay, let's see what Jordan had to say. Bam. Bam. We got the StreamYard feature StreamYard feature in YouTube. Oh, she said that's a sick logo. Bam. Look at that. Bam. We can do it. We got it. It works. I think that's pretty cool. I think that's really cool. So it's actually someone made a Google Chrome extension that does it. So it connects to your YouTube. You just have, it's just a weird workaround. Like there's just a lot you have to do to actually get that to work. So anyway, how's everybody's week been? Or week, singular, week. I'm not gonna lie, it's been a wishy-washy of a week, mostly emotionally for me. I've just been kind of like up and down. I was really up this week because I started my new see, look, let me see, here we go. Bam, there you go. Bam, there you go. It's so cool. I gotta figure out how to do it for LinkedIn too, man. It is really cool. It's a little bit wonky, but yeah, I've had a lot of ups and downs this week, to be honest. I started the new personal project, which I was really hyped for, but I've put some job applications in this week, and just waiting to hear back, and like that anticipation of hopefully getting an interview. It's been a lot this week. On the bright side, we got a cat wheel. We did get a cat wheel for a little ravioli because he's starting to put on the pounds. So I put that together yesterday, and that was fun. He started to finally figure it out. So there's that. But yeah, that's pretty much my week, man. We're still going through the SWE and the boot camp. So we are doing so the app we're building is a full stack. God, dude, the LinkedIn stream is so behind. It is, so for context, anybody on YouTube, what I'm looking at right now is me still fixing the like message pop-up overlay. That's crazy. But anyway, so we're building a volunteer app. So basically, like you can find organizations that you wanted to follow and contribute to. So basically there's 3 of us on the back end, 2 on the front. And listen, guys, the front end crew that I got, like shout out Duncan, shout out Chris, like they are insanely good at just like, they built a killer Figma day one. They built like, they started at ERD and we kind of helped them finish it out because really it was more so we needed to probably crank that out as the back enders. Because I just feel like with front end, a lot of the times there's a lot of things in the back end you don't think about. So yeah, they're killing it, man. Like I'm so grateful to have such a good team working with them. And I also got shout out to Tion, shout out Serena. Serena is probably the queen of styling. Like she can kill a styling on a project. So yeah, just going through that. I think tomorrow is the end of sprint 1. So we have to, as backenders, because we're not allowed to do any front end code. So as backenders, we have to publish our Postman documentation on how to use our API. After this, I gotta push those calls up to our repo, so we can do that. So we can do the Postman docs tomorrow. We gotta walk the front enders through how to do migrations and actually get the front end and back end connected for them. So that's gonna be on the docket for tomorrow's class. But yeah, man, it's going good. It's going good. And then a couple weeks after that, we got Capstone, and then I'm done. We are a full stack developer after that. So again, know anybody hiring, hit me up. I'm gonna refresh the YouTube or the LinkedIn stream here for them. So maybe it caught up a little bit. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah. Anybody on LinkedIn, YouTube, what you got going on this weekend? It's Easter this weekend, right? Is it Easter? I unfortunately will not be making it down to hang out with the fam. Which I do hate, because so I live 3 hours away from very true, Jordan. Jordan, what's your profile picture? Oh, it's Leo. Oh, okay, I see the Leo. I see the little Leo. Whoops. That's crazy. Yeah, so I live 3 hours away from the Fam Bam now. So it's really hard to make it down in a day, like unless I would leave it like oh shit, that went too late. It's Leo, duh. It is 420. But I don't really get to make it down to see the Fam Bam as much anymore, because it's really hard. Like I used to when I lived in Richmond, it was really easy to go down for like a day, hang out. It's only an hour and a half away, right? But now living 3 hours away, it's kind of tough to like go down, because if I leave at like 8 in the morning, I get down there at like 11, and then in order to get back, like I only spend a few hours. So and then with school and everything else going on, it's kind of hard to like actually take, you know, a couple of days and go down. So I miss them. But yeah, I have ideas for the capstone. Oh, I can talk about the personal project we got going on now. So now that the client, which by the way, the client project is not done. They came back with a couple of their features needed, which is fine. I kind of expected that, honestly, because, you know, anytime you make something for somebody, I mean, I used to do this with video all the time too, right? Like you make something for somebody and then, you know, they get their hands on it, they get to see it, they get to test it, whatever, and then they're like, well, actually I kind of want to change that. It's normal. So the client project is actually not done. I had a meeting with the client this morning. We were having an issue where basically criteria wasn't being met, but it wasn't the logic that I actually wrote. It was the data that I had. So basically I wasn't working with all the data, because she basically gave me a list of like 2020 to now, but the reason we weren't seeing certain things is because that data didn't exist, because it was on in like a 2019 like list of data. So now she's gonna get that to me. I'm gonna convert that to JSON, and then we'll go from there. But so yeah, still working on that. But for the video series, we got the personal project. We got sapling.io happening. We did some research the other day. Tuesday's video will actually be hands-on coding. I think I'm going to do it in JavaScript. I don't think I'm going to do React this time. I kind of want to start practicing like JavaScript code again, like more so than just like actually, because I've been practicing a lot these last couple of weeks trying to like prep for interview. Because I haven't personally heard, and maybe someone can correct me on this, I haven't personally heard of anybody getting reviewed for like a front end role with React. Like maybe like, hey, what is happening in this like snippet of code, but like actually like a technical interview, like writing out code. I feel like it's all like JavaScript, or I don't know, something. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe, and again, I've never interviewed, so I don't know. But anyway, I've just been practicing JavaScript, trying to remember how to invert a tree and manipulate objects and stuff like that. So I think I'm gonna try writing it in like straight up JavaScript, because I haven't manipulated a DOM in a hot minute. JavaScript does get a lot of hype. Yeah, I feel like it does. I actually had a conversation with Noah Harris yesterday, and I was telling him how I actually kind of prefer, like now that I'm getting back into it, where I've been working on React for so long, I was telling him I prefer JavaScript, and he's like, I hate JavaScript. And I was like, why? And like he made good points, and he's like, you've never tried TypeScript, have you? I was like, no, I haven't. He's like, you'll understand. And I was like, okay. So also great, Noah. Yeah, no, he was awesome. I felt bad because somehow on my schedule, it got put as 11:30, our meeting. So at like 11:07, he messaged, because we were supposed to be at 11, spoiler alert. So he messages me and I was just like, hey man, are we still on? And I was like, oh shit. And I hop on and I felt so bad, but dude, super cool guy. He actually hit me up today in the DMs and we were having a little conversation. So yeah, Noah's great, man. And we also have the same name, so, you know, love that. But he gave me a lot of great advice. We talked about a lot of cool things, and yeah, super glad to have him. Jordan, I actually found him because you commented on one of his posts, and it showed up on my feed, and I instantly saw Noah and got like an Inception kind of headache. So I started checking him out, and I was like, this dude seems like I could learn a lot from him. So I checked him out, and he's legit. Yeah, wow, you're welcome. Yeah, for real. Thank you. Also, shout out Jordan for keeping the chat alive. You know, I used to stream. I used to want to be a big video game streamer, and I tried that for a little bit after COVID. I was working at Toyota Manufacturing, which did not last long. Fun fact. But I would work night shift, and then on my days off, I would stream. And I tried for a very long time, like a solid 6 months of putting out content. It never happened. It's so hard, dude. It is incredibly hard. But I got really good at talking to myself, so I feel like I can kill it. But shout out Jordan for keeping the chat going, keeping us alive. Oh yeah, so like we're building a Linktree clone. That's the personal project we're working on now, or the passion project, I want to say. That was another piece of advice Noah gave me. Is like, you need to have like a passion project that gets you hype. And it was crazy he said that, because literally the day before, I was talking with like my classmates. We were just shooting the shit after like the last 20 minutes of class, and they're like, man, I really want to build this. And I was like, you know, I've had this idea for a while, and I explained it and we talked about it, and I was like, why am I not building that? Like, I don't know how to build every single thing, but we can figure that out. It doesn't have to be done in one sprint. Like, I can just work on it as I go. So then I started thinking, I was like, you know, last time with the client project, I feel like I only did like updates. I didn't really document the whole process of the project. So I kind of want to do that this time. So that's why like the first video was research. Like, I was literally just looking at Linktree and like solo.io and like all these other like competitors. I think it's solo.io, but all these other competitors to Linktree, and I was just like, what do I like, what do I not like? And yeah, so probably gonna be doing some coding on Monday, getting the project set up. I don't know, maybe we'll do a Figma. I don't really want to do a Figma because I know what I want, and the existing, like, we'll call it beta version, already kind of looks like Linktree. Like, it's not that hard of a lay, so I don't think I need to make a Figma. Maybe I'll make one after like the project is live. I feel like that's so fun. Like, I've done that so many times before accidentally on a project. Is like, I either like put it off too long and I was like, oh shit, this is due tomorrow, and like I'd crank it out in the night, or I would like just start building immediately and get it done, and then it'll be time to turn it in, and I'm like, oh, I never did an ERD, I never did a Figma, so like I'll go back and do it. I've done that probably once or twice. Hand up on me. But yeah, I'm tired, boys. It's been a week. I don't know what I'm gonna play in Torque tonight. Jeff suggested Super Mario, and then someone suggested, I think, Spider-Man 1 PS1, which I have an emulator because I own the game, so it's legal, it's fine. I don't know what I'm gonna play. I thought about trying another scary game because we beat the Spider game, and that was really fun. I should record those, or maybe I should stream them like on here too. Just like stream it in the Discord and also stream it on YouTube. I don't know. It's fine, everything's fine. The scary games are fun, but Mario would be cool too. You know, I haven't played a Mario game since like Paper Mario on the GameCube. And I didn't even play it on GameCube. I played it on Wii. Bro, I missed the Wii. That was back when Nintendo had a soul, cared about us. After that, everything started going downhill. I miss my Wii, dude. Dude, when I got my Switch as a Wii, like 17-year-old, I traded everything in. I traded everything I had in for that, all my Nintendo stuff. And I regret that. If I could go back in time, if I could just push the button and go back, I would stop my younger self. Luckily, Megan has a GameCube still, so like we still have some old, and like I have emulators for all the games that I own, right? But like, I don't know, it's just like that classic feeling. It's gone forever. And I'm not paying $100 for a Pokemon game now. Just not doing it. As much as I love it, as much as I would happily pay for, like, if it got released today, the brand new price, I'm not paying like $125, $200 for an OG copy of like Fire Red or something. So I counted today. I get I counted 32 spam calls that I have gotten today. So I finally had to turn the like hide unknown numbers on, where it just like automatically silences the call. In total, I had 52 notifications on my like a little phone app today. Like 32 calls and whatever the remainder is of voicemails. And I hate that. I hate that because like I'm scared of like, what if a recruiter calls me or something and I don't answer it immediately. I'm the type of person who I have to answer the phone like immediately. Like I hate when my phone rings. So like my phone is always in front of my face so I can see if anybody calls, so I can like third ring max, like I'll answer. Unless my hands are full and I'm like actively dying, I'm answering the third call or third ring. I hate not answering the phone. Unless I'm ignoring you, then I'll just, no, I'm kidding. Oh man, what else? Oh, hopped in the Torque lounge today to hang out with Jason, and then Taylor popped up. Taylor apparently got bit by a dog. Like, that's crazy. Hopefully they leave a voicemail. I hope so. I always feel awkward like missing someone's call and then immediately calling them back, right? I don't know. Maybe it's just the social anxiety. But yeah, so hung out in there with Taylor and Jason and the Torque community crew. We had Jordan was there. Jeff was there. I think Jeff showed up kind of late, but Jeff was there. I saw his name pop up. We had Luke, Ellie. No, Ellie wasn't there. Roxy. Who else was there? Catherine, I think. I'm still trying to get everybody's names down. Oh, Jordan, did you get the Discord spammer last night? Did you catch up on the tea with that? Because I got one. I got really excited, and then I realized like, never mind. You didn't get it? Okay, so I guess like someone was just going. Okay, you saw it, but okay. I guess somebody was just like going down the list of people's resumes and just being like, I have an opportunity for you. And I shouldn't have, but I clicked the link. Luckily, it only went to LinkedIn. Like I looked and I saw LinkedIn, but I probably should have like verified it was an actual LinkedIn link instead of just clicking it. But I clicked it stupidly, and it took me to this page, and it's like no profile picture, LinkedIn. It says like senior developer, no post. I was like, okay, this is clearly either a bot or like a fake account. So I was a little bummed out there because I thought it was legit somebody, but at the same time, like who hit you up in the Discord at like 11:30 at night, 10:30? I don't know. I was respecting the grind. I was like, heck yeah, let me see what opportunities we're talking about here. Let's see. Speaking of opportunities, I do have an interview next week. Verbatim, let me see what was said. See, did I delete? No, I didn't delete it. Where did I put it though? Also, my Torque shirt is supposed to be here tomorrow. Super hyped about that. 419, right? Yep, 419. Supposed to be here tomorrow. Let's see. Where was that email at? Wasn't that? Where was it? I don't know. I don't know where the email went. Did I put? Oh, I put it in jobs, I bet. Yeah. So it was like, hi Noah. Wanted to see if you'd be interested in another call to talk about a test fit project. Yeah. So I don't know. To be honest, I don't fully have all the context of what the actual role is, because it was somebody who reached out to me via one of my socials. So more to come on that, but there is like an interview / phone call about getting me on a test project to see if it's a good fit. So that's something. Oh, your resume's not there. Bro, hang on. He's obsessed with tissues right now. This is the second time you've been on stream, big dog. Look at that. Look at that face. Look at that face. He's mad. Look at him. He's mad that I'm holding him. he's been obsessed with tissues right now. He's like, we'll wake up because me and Megan both have like tissue boxes. He needs to be brushed too. We both have tissue boxes on the side of our like nightstands, and we'll wake up to him like with his head stuck in the tissue box because he's just trying to get in there and eat the tissues. He's a menace, dude. He's a menace. Yeah, the beast. He did get a cat wheel today though, or yesterday, and he loves that thing. Yeah, I couldn't get a video of it because he's also very not photogenic. So anytime we pull out a camera, whatever he's doing that we're trying to get, he just stops. But he was flooring it on the cat wheel this afternoon. Like almost did a full 360. Like he probably got up, like he started like, so like if the circle is here, he started here, he got up to here, but then he went back to here and he almost did a loop. Like he was picking up some speed. And now there's white cat hair all over my desk because I picked him up. He also hates being brushed. Like as a kitten, I played with his paws. I did all the stuff you're supposed to do, trying to like get him used to it and everything. And like I can rub his belly and stuff like that. He hates being brushed. I did not do that enough as a kitten. So now he's getting fat, so we had to get him a cat wheel, but he'll live. He'll be all right. He loves it. Let's see what else has happened this week. Oh yeah, so back to the interview. So I'm gonna take the interview. I pretty much take any interview I get. So for if anything, nothing comes out of it. I get the practice, right? So yeah. I say I take every interview I get. The one interview I've had so far. I did the speed round with Taylor and I'm blanking on his name. But didn't do hot, but I took it. So I've actually been prepping a lot lately for interviews. Like I've been grinding JavaScript again. I'm trying Codefinity, which I accidentally paid for a year on that. Didn't realize that. So I guess I need to be using that for a year. What else? I'm using Jason's new project that he built. Like I'm beta testing that and using that. It's super cool, man. I've been hesitant to show it off yet, just because he did say it was like an early MVP. So I'm just kind of testing it behind the scenes, and I am using it. It is really cool, and I really do like it. I actually asked him to see the repo because there's a feature in there that I kind of want to implement into the sapling.io project. Because it's like you can pick up different cubes and kind of move them around, right? Or like the resume section, you can pick it up and move it to the left if you don't want it on the right, and they like snap. It's like a grid system that like kind of snaps together. I want to know how he did that. I'm assuming it's not all just CSS, but I don't even know what he wrote it in either. So that's something else too. But yeah, so I've been using that to keep track. I was using Notion, but now we actually switched over to trying out Jason's thing. So I need to update that tonight. Actually, I might do that in between streams before we hop over to the old Torque. Bro, I haven't got a single text message in the last like 30 minutes, but as soon as I start streaming, like the boys group chat just starts popping off. But yeah, I'm trying to think. I should probably start making a list before I go live of things I want to talk about, so I don't have to sit here and be like, let me think. I don't know, man. Yeah, I mean, hopefully everybody is ready for the weekend. I know I am, man. It's been a long week. I want to sleep in, but I can't tomorrow because I got class. Maybe Sunday I will. Megan's working overtime this week, so she will be working tomorrow and Sunday. Maybe I'll sleep in. Next week is her birthday though, so we do have plans Saturday. Yeah, I can't really think of anything else major coming down the pipeline. I mean, I'm really excited to be working on this personal project. I guess like potentially capstone, which low key, hopefully one of these interviews like pans out and I get offered a role. Because if I get offered a role, I actually don't have to do a capstone, which sounds pretty cool. Because basically, I would be done with school in like 3 weeks. Like I don't have to go to June. Because if you get offered a role or you get a job in tech while in the program, you don't have to do a capstone. Which really, I think the capstone is meant to do a couple of things, right? So like it's meant to show off your skill set. It's also meant to like have you build something that the instructors aren't like telling you to build, right? Like it's not a part of the curriculum, but like I'm already doing that outside of class anyway, right? Like I did the client project, I got my personal project now, so like I'm doing that stuff. So I'm not like too concerned about I don't know, maybe I'll end up doing one anyway. I kind of want to, like the idea I have, I kind of want to do anyway, because I basically want to take C#.net and introduce the OpenAI's API to it, to where I can create an agent that I can enter into my database, like a game that I own on Steam, right? And then from there, that agent would search the internet and find the cheapest price for that, or sorry, the average price of the game right now, and then it'll total all that up for me, so I can see exactly how much my library is worth. Now, what value does that provide? No idea. It just sounds like a cool tool. Like I want to know. Like I'm genuinely curious, and I don't want to go through like my 75 plus games on Steam and then my like 30 and on Epic Games and like all this stuff and like add it all together. So it'd be a really simple project, but it sounds cool. It sounds fun. And like I could say like, hey, you know, like, hey, I built with AI, like I've done an agent, which I have, like, shout out Adam. Oh my God, I'm blanking on his last name. Oh man, what's his name? Hang on, I can pull it up. Where's LinkedIn? That's not the right LinkedIn. Oh, what's his name? I feel so bad. I follow so many Adams. Tometz, yeah. He did a live with me, or not a live, like a paired programming session. We did one together a couple of weeks ago in Python, and like I don't know Python, but I can get by. Like I can get by. So we made a live agent that basically you picked your level in tech. So you pick like, hey, I'm a junior dev, right? Excuse me, I'm a junior dev. So you take that, and then it'll ask you what language, and then so like I don't know, not React. Let's do C#, right? So basically it asks you those two questions, and then it'll generate you like a practice quiz of 5 questions, and then it'll score you at the end. So we did that in like an hour, and he drove. So like I say we, but mostly him. But we kind of like troubleshooted and walked through together. And it was awesome. And like honestly, like I was like, oh, I can't build with AI. It was so easy. Like I could like stupid easy. Like I was sitting here thinking like it was gonna be so hard. So anyway, maybe I should throw that on my resume. Maybe I should. I don't know. That's like a weird thing I've been kind of thinking about a lot too recently, right? Like, should you, as a junior, should I be mentioning that like I use AI? Not in the sense of like generating code, but like as kind of like a rubber ducking partner, right? So like if I have an issue or I'm trying to figure out the logistics of trying to do something, like, I don't know. I mean, I use it all the time outside of code too. Like sometimes like I go to like the chat, like I literally have chat right there on my home screen. And sometimes I'll just have a conversation. Like I'll ask it a bunch of questions, or if I'm trying to figure something out, or I'll use it instead of Google. Be like, hey, what can I put on this cut that I just cut on my hand? And it'll be like, well, according to blah, blah, blah. And then I can go investigate further if it sounds correct. Or like, hey, I don't know. I'm trying to think of something. I had it calculate how old I was the other day. I legitimately, no, this wasn't the other day. This was a couple months ago. So me and Megan were like at dinner, and we were having a conversation on, I was like, I'm 26. She's like, no, you're 25. I was like, no, I'm 26. She's like, no, you are 25. I was like, no, I'm not. And I was like, hey chat, if I was born this day, this year, how old am I? And it was like, you're actually 25. I was like, oh, okay, I'm 25. It was a long day, guys. But yeah, so I mean, I use it all the time. And then I like, especially in code, right? Like if we get an outline for a project of like what needs to happen or instructions, I have it make all the tickets for me. Like I'll just be like, here is the project outline. Here's the instructions I was given. Here is the like markdown template for the in GitHub. Like make me my tickets, and then it'll just like spit them out like one after another, right? So use it for that. I use this program called Draw SQL to make my ERDs, and you can export the actual ERD as SQL. So, or maybe SQLite, I don't remember. One of the two. So I'll export it out and then upload that into chat and be like, hey, do I have all my relationships? Like, does this all make sense? And really I do that because like join tables are confusing to me. So I don't know. It's just some ways I use it. I use it to generate images sometimes. Logos. I'm trying to think what else. I mean, it writes all my LinkedIn posts for me. So like basically what I'll do, because I am not a good writer. So what I do is I'll write, because I write how I talk. So I'll write it out how I want it, what I want to say, and then it like proofs it like grammatically and make sure like, or making sure everything's spelled right and stuff like that. And then like adding like some emojis and stuff like that. So like basically I have like a specific conversation that I've trained that like if I start with a certain code word, or that sounds mysterious. If I start with a certain word or like phrase, it knows that, okay, we need to be like, this is what I learned while building in React today. But if I use a different thing, it'll be like, this is what I learned, or this is what I learned on the job search today. So like that chat's been going since day 1. So I mean, we're on Monday will be day 51. So let's see, ChatGPT is super powerful. It's crazy. It is, man. And like, have you tried using Sora for generating graphics? I have not. There's so many models out now and just like different utility that can be utilized. I haven't really, just because like I'm comfortable and I know the capabilities of ChatGPT and I know what it can do, that I just stick with it. It works for me right now. I was using Copilot a little bit. I was talking to Noah Harris about this yesterday too, which everybody go connect with him, by the way. He is a fantastic person to know. Super smart, super cool, great speaker, by the way. But I was telling him, like, I turned Copilot off because a couple of weeks ago at the start of SWE, sorry, my brain got faster than my mouth there. We had to teach the front end cohort React. So like we had to do a whole presentation, and basically what was happening when I was practicing my presentation is, you know, let's say like I asked like, what happens if we change this in the use effect? Yeah, the use effect. Let's say we change this, or no, it wasn't. It was the blanking. Hold up. The use state. I don't know why I can think of that. Like the initial use state was set to false, for like a card appearing, to prevent a card from appearing on the DOM on initial load, right? And I was practicing like, okay, let's say they ask me, or I ask like, what happens if I change this to true instead of false? Well, what's going to happen is if it's true, then a blank card with no information is going to load initially on the first load. We don't want that to happen. We want to wait until the user creates the card by hitting submit or whatever, or whatever the button is, right? So like that was a question, like a little brain teaser I was going to give them, because these guys have never worked in React. But with Copilot, like, you know, if I change that to false or change that to true instead of false, then it was giving the answer away, right? And I didn't want that. So I was just like, this is really annoying. Like it's great for like in C# when we're seeding data, right, into like our DB context and stuff. Like it's great. Like it auto fills out and it kind of guesses what I'm doing. Like I don't have to type out like each individual thing every single time if I'm doing like an ID, a name, an address, like whatever, right? But I just turned it off. I was just like, I can just use ChatGPT to like do me some like dummy data. It's fine. So no, I use chat all the time, and this is what I'm comfortable with. Damn, that was a mouthful right there, boys. Oh, here, I know what we can do real quick. We can check out that game that Jason was telling us about in the Torque Discord. Where was he at? Man, he said that forever ago. I'm gonna have to go so far back in the water cooler chat. There's no way I'm gonna find it, right? Is it called Don't Breathe? I think it's what it was called. Well, here we can check. Let's do a new window here. There we go. And then we head over to, where is it? Damn, look at that. Okay. Don't breathe. Game. Epic Games. I think is what it was. Silent. There it is. Stream Deck wasn't switching. Let me bring that looks scary AF. Yeah, it does, dude. Vibing with this one, boys. Yeah, I don't know. Part of me thought about looking at like the the free section horror games on Steam, because there's a bunch, right? Like there's also like you can just go to like horror games / something. Did my stream just freeze? What just happened? On LinkedIn it did. There we go. You can just go to like a whole like horrorgames.com or something, and there's like a whole bunch of them. I watched a video of a guy last night create a horror game in 5 days. Part of me thought about looking at like the so I don't know, maybe we'll poke around. I guess we could go check out that one dude who made the spider game. We could go check out his other horror game. I think he had another horror game. I don't know. But, all right, we got about 10 minutes left. 10 minutes left. If anybody has any questions or final thoughts they want to throw in, maybe what you getting into this weekend? Any wins you had this week, anything like that, feel free to drop them in the chat. I think the big takeaway for me this weekend or this week is starting the personal project, like the passion project, right? That's dope. I'm actually really excited about that. Potential like test fit job interview next week. That's something, right? A lot of cool things. Those are my 2 wins, I think. Oh, we got a cat wheel. That's 3. And it's really cute watching Ravi run on it. Jordan, I'll send you a video here in a second. I got one earlier that was really funny. I think plans for next week. So one of my team members is going to be out in the old boot camp. So I think trying to get the back end done, like we're going to hit MVP tomorrow. Like I have no doubt in my mind. But I think trying to try to take a little bit more responsibility and get any stretch goals or like add in any more calls that like the front end guys need. I think that's a plan for next week. More JavaScript practice, more interview practice, beta testing or using Jason's tool. Like that thing's cool. I can't wait to show more of that off. What else we got? I don't know. Those are my 2 goals for next week though. Alrighty then. Well, I think we will go ahead and start to wrap up here. I have to drop. I'll see you on the game stream later. All right. Thanks, Jordan. Bye. But all right. With I guess with all that being said, I want to give a shout out to Torque one more time. It's just a great community, guys. Like I'm not sponsored or anything. It's just I genuinely believe in what they're doing. And obviously like Taylor and Jason are friends of mine, but like they're just cool people, man. Like the entire community over there. I mean, that's how me and Jordan got connected. I mean, that's how Jeff and I got connected, right? Like, I mean, I knew Jeff like outside of Torque. We connected on LinkedIn and stuff, but like we didn't really talk, right? I hit him up in the DMs, but then I mean, after the initial like connection, I mean, we didn't really catch up, right? So like, Jeff's a homie. So I've met a lot of. My point being is I've met a lot of cool people. They have a lot of great community events. So definitely check them out. It's definitely worth being there. Why isn't? Oh, it left again. There we go. It came back up. Yeah. So check them out on YouTube. They have a great building public series. Torque.dev. If you want to join the Discord, head over there. You'll find their Discord, and then all their content on LinkedIn's great too. So I just want to give a shout out to them. Again, not sponsored, just really believe in what they're doing. So, and then if you want to find me, yeah, you can find me on YouTube, LinkedIn, Instagram, TikTok, GitHub. Where else? I think those are pretty much it. You can find me on Twitter. You can find me on Blue Sky. I don't really interact much over there, but I am there if you wanna come chat, hang out, see what I'm saying. I do daily videos of my job search and also what I'm building, what projects I'm working on. Monday through Thursday, daily videos, 8:30 a.m. So keep a lookout on for those. We're on day 50 out of the soft goal of 90 days. So Monday will be day 51. If you are interested, catch it up on the series. Got a whole playlist on my YouTube, my TikTok, everywhere that you got a social, I'm pretty much there. But yeah, I think with all that being said, I think we're gonna go ahead and start wrapping up. So really appreciate everybody checking out the stream. If you're new here, feel free to pop in anywhere and drop a comment. Let me know where you are. Connect with me on LinkedIn. I love meeting new people in tech. Love meeting anybody in general. So let's have a conversation. Yeah, feel free to drop a follow, drop a subscribe. Appreciate everybody checking it out. And I'll catch you in the next one. Okay. Bye.